The Story Vault presents Valkyrie Chronicles, Episode 9, The Mortal Bond. The battlefield lay quiet now, save for the distant caws of ravens and the soft rustle of the wind sweeping across the blood-soaked earth. Bodies of the fallen littered the ground, warriors frozen in their final moments of glory and pain. Among them, a Valkyrie descended with a grace that defied the violence of the scene. Her golden hair shimmered in the pale light of a dying sun, and her icy blue eyes scanned the battlefield for the soul she had come to claim. She found him near the edge of a broken shield wall, a young warrior, his hand still gripping the hilt of his shattered sword. His face, though streaked with dirt and blood, held a strange serenity. He had fought bravely, and his place in Valhalla was assured. The Valkyrie, Astrid, reached out, her hand glowing with ethereal light, ready to guide his soul to the great hall of the honored dead. But as her fingers brushed the essence of his spirit, a jolt shot through her. His soul did not rise as it should. Instead, a chain of light erupted from his chest, binding itself to her wrist. Astrid staggered back, her wings unfurling in reflex. The chain pulsed with a faint golden glow, and in her mind, she heard his voice. "Please, not yet." Astrid looked down at him, confusion etched into her features. "Your time has come, warrior. You fought well. Valhalla awaits." His spirit remained tethered, his face contorting in anguish. "I cannot leave. My sister, she is alone. If I leave now, she will die with no one to protect her." Astrid's heart, hardened by centuries of duty, wavered. She had seen countless warriors beg for more time, plead for second chances. But this bond felt different. The chain hummed with a force she couldn't ignore, a connection that defied the laws of the gods. "You do not have a choice," she said, her voice faltering. "None of us do." The warrior's spirit flared with defiance. "Then I will remain here. Let me fade with the battlefield. I will not abandon her." Astrid hesitated, her mind racing. To refuse Odin's decree was unthinkable, yet leaving him bound to this plane was a fate she couldn't allow. Against her better judgment, she knelt beside him, her voice softening. "Your sister, where is she?" "Far to the north. Our village is under siege. I promised her I would return." Astrid clenched her jaw. "You would defy the gods for her?" "I already have," he replied, his voice steady. The chain tightened, pulling at her very soul. She had no choice now. This bond was unbreakable, forged by something older than duty. Without another word, Astrid rose, her wings unfurling with radiant light. The warrior's spirit lifted alongside her, tethered by the golden chain. She didn't guide him to Valhalla. Instead, she soared north, following the faint echo of his memory. They arrived at the village at the break of dawn. Smoke drifted through the air as the distant cries of the village echoed in the chaos. Raiders swept through, their merciless intent leaving a trail of fear. Astrid landed with a crash, her presence drawing the eyes of both attackers and survivors. With a flash of her spear, she joined the fray, her wings cutting through the chaos like blades of light. The warrior's sister, a young girl still learning the ways of the blade, faced a towering adversary. Astrid's spear found its mark before the raider could strike, and the girl's wide eyes met those of the celestial figure standing before her. When the battle ended, the village was safe, though scarred. Astrid knelt before the girl, her ethereal form shimmering in the morning light. "Your brother's promise has been fulfilled," she said softly. The golden chain dissolved, its purpose complete. Astrid felt the pull of Valhalla calling her, but as she looked at the girl's tearful face, a pang of something unfamiliar gripped her. Without another word, she ascended, the warrior's spirit finally rising with her, freed of his mortal bonds. Together they crossed the Bifrost, his soul finally at peace. Every bond has a story, and every story deserves to be told. Valkyrie Chronicles brings the tales of the brave, the broken, and the immortal to life. If you've enjoyed this journey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share to keep these epic tales soaring. Let us know in the comments what destiny you'd face with the Valkyries by your side. Valhalla awaits.